In my previous video in this series, I gave you the problem of homelessness among LGBT youth. In this video, I want to expand on that by telling you why LGBT homelessness is a problem. How does homelessness impact LGBT youth? Let's get to it. For all young people, homelessness has a negative effect on normal development. Homelessness can lead to mental, physical, and behavioral issues that last a lifetime. There are 7 areas in which homelessness affects LGBT youth, and since they are so many, I will only go over 3 areas in this video and save the last 4 for my next video in this series. Let's start with number 1. 1. Emergency housing access. The National Alliance to End Homelessness notes that there's a national shortage of youth shelters and housing programs, which can lead to youth being denied assistance upon leaving their family homes. In shelters, while searching for housing, and on the streets, LGBT youth may endure traumatic experiences such as harassment, stigmatization, and abuse from peers and shelter staff as a result of their sexual orientation and/or gender expression. LGBT youth may even be asked to leave shelters after revealing their sexual or gender identity. As a result of harassment and negative experiences in shelters, LGBT youth are more likely to live on the streets than their heterosexual peers, and as many as 50% of LGBT youth in emergency housing programs may be physically assaulted. This number grows even bigger at large shelters which house 200 young people or even more. Finally, a homeless youth emergency housing program's religious affiliation may lead to LGBT youth being denied services or that they are sent to sexual orientation conversion therapy. 2. Mental health. Homeless youth who identify as LGBT are more likely than non-LGBT homeless youth to experience conduct disorder, clinical depression, or depressive symptoms, as well as other mental health problems. Why? Well, the instability of homelessness causes physical and emotional stress. When combined with the stigma of a gay and or transgender identity, this stress can cause youth to experience mental illness. A 2006 study using survey data of homeless lesbian, gay, and bisexual youth in 8 cities found that 62% of lesbian, gay, and bisexual homeless youth had attempted suicide, compared to 29% of non-lesbian, gay, or bisexual youth. Besides, LGBT youth are 8.4 more times likely to attempt suicide if their families reject them as a teen than if they're not rejected. In particular, a 2004 study based on interviews of homeless youth in the urban Midwest indicated that lesbian youth were more likely than heterosexual females to show signs of PTSD, suicidal ideation, and attempts. And among gay, lesbian, and heterosexual youth, lesbian adolescents were more likely to report caretaker and street victimization as well as mental health problems. 3. Victimization. Homeless youth in the US who identify as LGBT are more likely to be victims of crime than heterosexual homeless youth. For example, a 2002 study using structured interviews of homeless youth in the Seattle area found that male LGBT youth were more often sexually victimized than homeless non-LGBT male youth. Finally, a 2004 study using interviews of homeless youth in 8 Midwestern cities determined that lesbian adolescents experiencing homelessness were more likely to report physical victimization than their heterosexual female counterparts. In conclusion, although most of these studies are old, for homeless LGBT youth, it's still more difficult to get access to emergency housing. Homeless LGBT youth are still more likely to be victims of crime and are still more likely to suffer from mental health issues than straight homeless youth. This information came from these websites. You'll find these links below this video. Subscribe to my channel and watch this series from the start. Next Friday, I'll be back with a new video in my series on cognitive abilities. Till then, I only want to say 3 things. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and bye for now.